Imagine investing $1,000 in a stock on early January 2023, and now it is worth over $30,000. How did a defense contractor become one of the biggest AI success stories on the planet? The answer lies in 5 unstoppable forces, and once you see them, the surge makes perfect sense. Let's dive in. Force number 1, the AI boom inside everyday businesses. First, what does Palantir actually do? Palantir builds software that helps large organizations make better decisions with their data. Think of factories deciding what to produce, banks deciding which loan applications to approve, or shipping companies figuring out how to move products faster and cheaper. Palantir's newest product, called the Artificial Intelligence Platform, or AIP, helps organizations use AI safely and effectively in real-world operations. Here's the simple version. AIP connects to a company's data, lets people ask questions in plain language, and then helps them take action like rerouting inventory, scheduling maintenance, or flagging suspicious activity. Let's use an example. Fannie Mae, one of the biggest names in housing finance, used Palantir to detect mortgage fraud far faster than before. Something that could take human investigators months was reduced to seconds. That's why customers expand their usage over time. The same software that improved one process becomes the backbone for many more. That's why the company's U.S. commercial business grew an extraordinary 93% year over year in a recent quarter and expected to have $1.3 billion in annual revenue in 2025. What makes the growth different is how Palantir sells. Rather than a long sales process with slides and demos, Palantir runs short, hands-on boot camps. Their team sits down with the customer's team and builds a working AI solution in days. Force number 2, powerful partnerships that multiply reach. The second force behind Palantir's rise is its growing web of partnerships. Palantir has joined forces with over 100 organizations. One key partner is NVIDIA, the company that makes the most powerful AI computer chips. Palantir software sits on top of those chips to run serious, real-time operations, everything from planning supply chains to optimizing logistics. A major retailer, Lowe's, is already using the combined NVIDIA-Palantir setup to build a living digital twin of its logistics network. In simple terms, that means they can simulate and manage inventory and deliveries as conditions change. Then there's the consulting channel. Firms like Deloitte and Accenture work with the world's biggest companies and governments. They're building solutions using Palantir's tools. But together, these partnerships make Palantir's technology easier to adopt, faster to deploy, and more valuable in the real world. Force number 3, a government moat that pays for the future. Before Palantir became a commercial AI story, it was known for government and defense work. That remains a huge advantage. In 2025, the U.S. Army signed a contract with Palantir worth up to $10 billion over 10 years. Instead of many small contracts, the Army consolidated dozens of them into one enterprise agreement. For Palantir, it means a steady flow of revenue and stronger profit margins. Government business is important for another reason: it funds innovation. When a company has predictable long-term income, it can invest more aggressively in products like AIP for commercial customers. In a recent quarter, Palantir's U.S. government revenue grew 53% year over year. That base of stability and cash gives Palantir the freedom to push hard in the private sector without worrying about running out of money. In short, the government contracts are the foundation. They keep the lights bright while the commercial business scales up, and together they reinforce each other. Force number 4, real profits, real cash, real discipline. The fourth force is simple but rare. Palantir is growing fast and making real money at the same time. In a recent quarter, Palantir earned over $300 million in profit. On top of that, Palantir has about $6 billion in cash and no debt. Investors often use something called the Rule of 40 to judge software companies. You add the growth rate to the profit margin, and a score above 40 is considered excellent. Palantir's score is more than double that benchmark. You don't need to love finance to appreciate what it means: strong growth and strong profits at the same time. This combination reshaped how the market thinks about Palantir. Instead of seeing it as a niche defense software company with limited upside, more people started viewing it as a leading artificial intelligence platform with the potential to power both governments and major corporations. Force number 5, going global, from alliances to infrastructure. The fifth and final force is Palantir's global expansion. This part of the story is still early, but it's already significant. NATO adopted Palantir's Maven Smart system to help bring AI into planning and operations. That's real-world deployment at alliance scale. In Germany, police forces in several states use Palantir's Gotham software to link data and find patterns that help solve crimes and uncover threats. While there is lively debate around privacy and civil liberties, the broader trend is clear. Governments want secure, reliable AI systems they can control, and Palantir is positioning itself as a trusted provider. In Asia, Palantir is working with Japan and South Korea. In South Korea, Palantir is collaborating with a major telecom company called KT Corp to build AI-powered solutions. Altogether, these global moves suggest that Palantir isn't just selling software licenses, it's helping build the decision-making layer for countries and critical industries. Here's the takeaway. When these 5 forces move in the same direction, you get a company that looks very different from what it used to be. That's the story behind the move from $6 to $7 stock to over $200 in the last 3 years. Thanks for watching. If you got value from this video, please like and subscribe so that we can share more finance and business stories with you. Also, let us know in the comment, which company do you think could be the next Palantir?